But I'm a legend in the making, yeah. I know just what I'm made of, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it. But I'm a legend in the making. I know just what I'm made of. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it, yeah. But I'm a legend in the making, yeah. I know just what I'm made of, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it. But I'm a legend in the making. I know just what I'm made of. Oh, oh, oh. They say life is what you make it, yeah. But I'm a legend in the making, yeah. I know just what I'm made of, yeah, yeah.
Okay, just want to reach out to you and say, I hope you're having a wonderful evening. This is Dion, but I'm just saying, reaching out to let you know tomorrow you don't want to miss the show. Show's going to air about 2:30. It's going to be a wonderful show. Last show we had was Where Do We Go From Here? The show that we're going to be doing tomorrow is all hands on deck. I sit down with a group of wonderful brothers. It's one of the most emotional shows that we're going to do. I say brothers, I'm not talking about just race. I'm just saying brothers in the same walk of life, okay? I had the wonderful Channing Martinez, who's was running one of the candidates that was running for LA City Council District 10. He works for a fight for the soul of the cities, free public transit. And he was one of the main ones when Channing was on my first show talking about defunding the police. So we get some good conversation out of that. Also, I have a great friend and a young man who hails out of Fort Washington, Maryland, D.C. area, and that is David Harper. David Harper is phenomenal. David has been on America's Most Wanted New York version. He's written and directed some off-Broadway plays. He's also written and directed a couple of movies, as well as written a book about the NBA. The name of the book was the NBA, not just a league, but a movement. And there's a list of shows that David has produced. He's very humble. And also you can sometimes catch him on Melanated Politics. He's definitely one of the hosts of that show. Also, we have Jeff True. Jeff True was a young man who was heading home. Jeff lives in Richmond, Virginia. He's from Colonial Beach, Virginia. And he was heading home the evening of May 28th, which was not long after George Floyd was murdered. And Jeff noticed that the police had pulled over some young men that were African American. He also noticed that there were 6 police cars there. And so in that situation, he took it upon himself to pull over and make sure that he pulled over the opposite of the street and walked back up so that he could police the police. And then other innocent bystanders came out. What was funny about it was what he did was took a photo of it, wrote about it on Facebook, and one of the things he said was, it's a sad world we are living in. We are forced to take measures like this to police the police, to ensure the safety of our brothers and sisters. As a white man of privilege, this is the only lane I can fit in. This is how I can not only support, but possibly save the life of one of my brothers or sisters. We are the human race before we are anything. I'm going to bet those young men's life on it. I won't stand by when I can stand up. And Jeff definitely stood out. And he's going to be someone wonderful to talk to, being a young white man. And I said it like that because sometimes they'll have those questions, and he was happy to address the elephants in the room. That particular post got 246,000 comments, 591 shares, 971,000 views. And I was able to get Jeff to come on the show. So you don't want to miss that. Jeff True is going to be on the show as well. Also, I have Gustavo and Gustavo is always there when I need him. He really is Gustavo Adolfo Guerrero Vasquez. He's a professor, but he also um, is a former researcher at CEU. He studied ethnic studies at UC Berkeley, Spanish, Latin American, Latino literature at the University of California. He is very is that he is a man in the movement. He is for Black Lives Matter. Love is love. Um, Anything that where there is a fight, you will find Gustavo. And I always love having him on and working with him. So it's gonna be a great show. You're not gonna want to miss out on it. 1 minute of it, as well as also my camera. I'm a camera guy. My tech guy is gonna come from behind the scenes and also join us as always. And Big Homie Quan will be in with us as well. So we really have a show that's gonna be filled with conversation and knowledge. As I always say, knowledge is power, love is everything, and a lot of love was shown in this interview, in these interviews, in this show. So please tune in, don't miss it. You will enjoy it, I assure you. So I'm just saying, we want to see you there. We want to make sure that you're right out front and know that love is everything, and Jesus is love. And if anything, when we fix this, we are going to need all hands on deck. And that's one of the main things that we're focusing on. And when I say all hands on deck, I mean all hands, every race, color, creed. We're going to have to do this together. So make sure that you tune in. Don't miss it. It's going to be worth it. See you there. I'm just saying.
Help me, church.